So on this video today, we're going to go through 10 things that you need to do to prepare for your race. So the first thing you need to do is enter the race itself. I know that sounds obvious, but you need to do it. And what we have at Run Through is a large selection of races on our website. There's 200 plus races to choose from around the UK. So there's always going to be something that you can find. I know that's biased because I work at Run Through, but I think it's the best spot for you. So the next thing you need to do is structure your training. Having a plan in your training is so important. If you went out the first day and ran 10 miles every single day in preparation for your 10K race, after about 2 or 3 days, you won't be able to move. So the best thing to do is to progressively improve it over a period of time. There's lots of ways you can do that. You can find training plans online, speak to expert running coaches like New Levels Coaching, or you could use an app like Runner. And all these ways of doing things will help you get to that race goal in the best possible shape. The next thing you need to do is get the right clothing. And that sounds a bit obvious. I'm obviously wearing Run Through kit right now, and there's lots of different Run Through kit on the website. You can also go to websites like Sport Shoes, where you've got lots of shoes, lots of trainers available to buy as well. There's lots of cool brands that are really running specific, like Asics, New Balance, On, and we've got a Sport Shoes code in the description below that you can use to buy any of those things. Okay, now you've got those basics covered, the thing to do is actually start running. And it could be as simple initially as getting out the door for a short walk. The main thing is starting the habit of actually running. And a walk is what leads into a run. If you're coming at it from a different level and you're a bit more experienced, getting out the door for 20 minutes, an out and back run, 10 minutes out, 10 minutes back is probably the quickest way to get yourself into training. One thing I recommend not doing is doing it every single day to start with. Start pacing yourself, start doing it little bit by having one day on, one day off. But the main thing is to actually just start. The next point is fueling. So you need to make sure you have enough energy to do the runs and training that you need. And it almost goes without saying, but eating good, healthy foods is the best option. Making sure you have enough water to feel hydrated and also enough food in your body to be able to have the energy to go out through that run itself. Sometimes you might go for a run first thing in the morning and you might not have any food in your body before you go, but make sure you fuel up afterwards. Keeping a consistent pattern of eating throughout the day is really important to be able to prepare for your race, prepare for your training. The next thing you can do is go to other races before your main goal race. That includes smaller events, 5Ks, 10Ks if you're doing potentially a half marathon, or maybe a half marathon to prepare for a marathon you have in the future. Making sure you're getting used to the actual experience of going to a race, turning up to a race, putting a number on and getting out the door. The best way to do that is to check out Run Through on our websites, is available in the link below, but also there's plenty of other options for that as well. The next thing you need to do once you've entered the race and it's getting close to the race day time is read the pre-race instructions. In those instructions there's going to be specific points that you need to take note of in order to get there to the right location of the day, to have all the right equipment and to make sure that you're prepared fully for the event. The event organizer might put something in there that might be really important that you might just presume is a way of doing things, but when you actually get there it's completely different to what you thought. So please make sure you read the pre-race instructions to make sure you have the best on the day experience. The next thing you need to do is make sure you prepare for the race itself the night before. And that includes eating, it includes hydration, and it also includes getting all your kit ready so you're not rushing around in the morning. If you do all the work of preparation in the day before, when you wake up in the morning, you're going to be more ready to go on the day itself. The night before, eating different foods that you haven't eaten before is not a good idea. There's plenty of things I've seen where people turn up on race day needing the toilet midway through a race, which isn't the best experience. So make sure you're having something that you're used to eating on a regular basis. Make sure you're hydrating enough and make sure you're not drinking alcohol the night before the race. Because if you wake up in the morning dehydrated and then try and run a race, pushing yourself to your limit, you're gonna get into all sorts of kind of trouble. The final thing you need to do is make sure you get to the race nice and early. Waking up early on a weekend isn't the thing that we all want to do, but if you get to the race early, you'll be able to get your race number before any queues, you'll be able to use the toilet before any queues, and you'll be able to make sure you're nice and relaxed when you get to that start line. just by the simple process of supply and demand at an event day, there's going to be more people need the toilet than there is toilets available. So there's going to be lines for that and you're going to be worried and stressed. So please make sure you get there nice and early for an event. It is the best way to make sure that your day is going to start off well, and it's also the best thing for the event organizer to have you there arrive nice and early. And the 10th thing you can do to prepare for a race is to subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's brand new and we're looking for more subscribers to join us on this journey. So that's 10 things that you need to do to prepare for your race. I hope you found them useful. Hope you found there's something in there that might be useful for your preparation for your race. For any more information on what I've talked about, there's going to be notes in the comments below. And for more information on myself, hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll speak to you soon, guys.